Hi everyone, let us take a look at this series of examples on the evaluation of simple algebraic expression. This first question says to evaluate a divided by 3 if a equals to 9. A divided by 3 if a equals to 9. So what are we going to do? Since we have been told that a equals to 9, that means in this expression, instead of writing a, I can write it as 9. So I will say 9 divided by 3. A divided by 3 becomes 9 divided by 3 because a equals to 9 according to what you have been told right here. So that means 9 divided by 3 can be rewritten as 9 over 3. And if you take note of this, 3 is a factor of 3 and 9. So in that case, I can have 3 here, 1. 3 in 9 is 3 because 3 times 3 equals to 9. So that means my final answer is going to be 3 over 1. And we all know that 3 over 1 is the same thing as 3. Okay, I hope you guys understand this concept. Let us take a look at the second example, which says to evaluate y divided by 6 if y equals to 18. So we're going to be using the same concept also. Y equals to 18 means that I'm going to replace this y with 18 divided by 6. Okay, so 18 divided by 6 can be rewritten as 18 over 6. Okay, so if you take a look at this very well, you would realize that we can simplify 18 over 6. 2 is a common factor for both of them. 2 in 6 gives me 3. 2 in 18 gives me 9 because 2 times 9 is 18. If you take a look at this further, you would realize that 9 over 3, we can still have 3 to be a common factor of both numbers. That means 3 in 3 is 1. 3 in 9 is 3. So that means my final answer is going to be 3, this 3 right here, over 1 right here. And 3 over 1 is the same thing as 3. Okay, I hope you guys are getting this concept. Let us take a look at another example. This example says to evaluate f divided by 6 if f equals to 48. So now if f is 48, okay, so I'm going to write my f right out. That's going to be 48 divided by 6. Okay, and if you take note, you realize that we can rewrite this by saying 48 over, because of the division sign, it becomes over 6. Okay, so let us try to simplify this fraction right here. you realize that 2 is a common factor of 6 and 48. So I would say 2 in 6 is 3. What about 2 in 48? I can break it down. I can say 2 in 4 is 2 and 2 in 8 is 4. That means 2 in 48 is 24. So now I have 24 over 3. 24 over 3. If you also take a look at this, if you remember your multiplication table very well, you would realize that 3 is also a factor of 3 and 24. Therefore, I will say 3 in 3 is 1. 3 in 24 is 8. So my final answer is 8 over 1. And 8 over 1 is the same thing as 8. Very easy, guys. I hope you guys are getting this concept. I would encourage you to go back and take a step back if you think you do not understand, and listen to the video again and again and again until you understand this concept. These are part of the things that you need to understand in mathematics before you can be able to solve those more advanced topics or problem sets. Okay, now let us take a look at this last problem set. It says evaluate y divided by 2 over 5 if y equals to 8 over 15. How do we solve this? Okay, y is 8 over 15. I would write that out. 8 over 15 divided by 2 over 5. Very good, guys. Very good. In one of our videos, we also looked at the division of fractions. So how do we solve this? We will say 8 over 15, right? Change the division sign to multiplication sign. And then you would invert this second fraction. It becomes 5 over 2. If you don't get this concept very well of how to divide fractions, I will encourage you to go back to our video where we discussed this concept. For a link to that video, please see the link below. Alright, now we have 8 over 15 right here. We change division sign to multiplication sign, and then we have inverted this fraction to become 5 over 2. What do we do now? We can use the cancellation method right here. 5 in 5 is 1. 5 in 15 is 3. Okay. 2 is also a common factor of 2 and 8. So I will say 2 in 2 is 1. 2 in 8 is 4. If you take a look at this, nothing can divide anymore. So I can multiply out. Then I will say 4 times 1, that is 4. 3 times 1, that is 3. That means my answer is 4 over 3. This is an improper fraction which I can convert to a mixed fraction. 3 in 4 is 1. Remaining 1 over 3. Because 3 in 4 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3, right? It's going to remain 1. 1 and then bring down this 3 over 3. that is your final answer. I hope you all understand this concept. I would encourage you that if you don't understand something very well in this concept, go back to the video, watch the video several times, so that way you can be able to have a good retention of what we are talking about right here. All right, I will also encourage you to go practice more questions on this. If you are new on this channel, I will encourage you to subscribe and click on the bell to turn on your notification so you don't miss any of our videos. All right, guys, I will see you in the next class. Bye.